Welcome back to episode 5 of Stardew Valley, and it's the 6th day of spring. So, just have to keep counting these off. And from where we left off, we've now made over 2,000 gold, but we need a lot more than that. And we now should be able to go and check. Let me just check what we've got. The weather report. Another sunny day. Fortune teller. Very happy today. So let's head out. Now we've got some mail. And slay 10 slimes, and I can get into the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, unfortunately the ones I already killed, it doesn't count. Never mind. There's no way you can actually really trigger that quest until you actually kill some of them anyway, so it's not really wasted. You couldn't actually fulfill it any faster. Let's put it my way around. And as it's a lucky day, we want to get the geode. And we may as well grab you. And was there something else in the mine? We're going to want one of those. Which right click, shift right click, control right click to grab one. And that's pretty much it. So let's just get going, doing our usual farming. If I've counted right, tomorrow should be the first harvest for these and these, which we did originally, if you remember, on the first day. At least I think so. But we should have enough now to go and get more potatoes. As long as I remember to stop on the 21st, I think. That's the last day of planting. It's 6 days, so yeah, I think that's correct. If not, I'll get an entire wasted crop. Like when I just pour, multiple waters over one crop, like that. So glad once I get the upgrade to this. It's not quite the upgrade that you think it is, though, because it's not just you click and you get 3. You sort of click and hold, and then it creates a highlight box that you then can use 3 on. So yeah, it's all right, but it's not. It's not huge. And just right click the dog at some point. Dog loves you no matter what you do. That's why they're better than cats. At which point the entire internet tells me I'm wrong, but that's okay. I'm wrong often. I'm used to it. Speaking of which, if you've got any comments about how I should do it right, feel free to write them now. As this is coming out, I'm still recording this on the same day as episode 1. So, cutscene. It's time for the community place to open. Hi. It's his birthday tomorrow, but since we're not really into the socializing thing, then it doesn't really matter. Yep, it's the community centre, all what's left of it. Yeah, sit in front of the TV instead of engaging with the community. So, what? Repairing a building? Georgia Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Even if anyone buys a membership to Joja Co, I'm just going to head and sell it. That is your choice. You can buy the membership for a few thousand gold, I think. And yeah, this is gone. Or rather, it gets replaced with a warehouse, I believe. But I'm going a good choice. We don't want to go with evil Joja Corp. Who would want to do that? And yep, there's a hut. And you can't see it. Yep. Maybe I've been picking up mind-altering drugs. Or maybe there's a new mechanic in here. I saw something. Yeah, there it is. Look. Nope, gone. Yes, he's not impressed. We can tell. And he's going to keep this unlocked. At which point we can go in whenever we like. And we can come back and explore this building further later. So if we just head in there, there's something we can do or look at over here. If we go and have a look, if we right click on this, we can't tell what it says yet, but those little things are called Junimos. Junimos, I think they're called. I forgot the pronunciation wrong. Sorry, but I think that's what they're called. And they're going to come into it more and give you rewards and opening. I'm going the wrong way. And open up more of the area that you see around you. Some of it's blocked off so far. We'll come back to that later. First, before I go and get more seeds, just snatch things from trash cans and head this way because it's supposed to be a lucky day. So we've only got one geode so far. So we may as well use it, see what we get. Hey, processed geodes. It's 25 gold per geode. We just click and we get 3 copper ore. That was not amazingly lucky, I have to say. You know, there are perhaps better things like a diamond, maybe, on a really lucky day. But it's chance-based, so but you can't really object too much. Whoops. And we're going to donate to museum with a couple of things. I don't think it pretty much matters where you put them, but just so that I can then sell the additional ones that I get of those things. And let's head back over for some seeds then. His birthday's tomorrow. I don't really want to do it, but yeah, can I tell what he actually... Can you tell what he actually... No, I don't think so. There are hints in game, but I've not paid enough attention to that to really worry about it too much. No dog. I've got a dog. Can I not just take those with me? And let's get some supplies. 600 gold's worth, in fact. Now, at this point, my first harvest is going to come in soon. So that's 12. You know, I could try and stop and then get that larger backpack, but I want to keep the fields going as much as possible. And up until we get, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 of those 3x3 squares. The problem with having more of them is you've got to do more watering. I've got 5 of them here. I've got 12 seeds, so maybe if we just fill up like 6 plots or something like that. In fact, I shouldn't have done that, but I know why. Because of the other thing we got ability to get a scarecrow, but we also got a fertilizer. And for fertilizer, we need tree sap, and so we want 8 of this to start with, and then you just use fertilizer like laying crops, and doing that, then putting down said potatoes or anything else. You can only do it when it's tilled soil. You can't do it when the plants are already down. It will let you get increased chance of gold and silver crops, which is pretty good. You need to go and water these. One thing you really can't forget. Otherwise, the crops won't grow that day, and then you extend your harvest by another day. And if that's somewhere near the end of the month, you're in trouble. If you have no time to spare, then it's sort of, well, I guess it's your own fault. But let's water some random bit. Yeah, it's sort of your own fault at that point. You've got to water them every day, no matter what crop size you choose. And you don't have to have as many crops as this. You can just go foraging from a lot of the day if you want to. In fact, let's see what the scarecrow needs to make. Wood, coal, and fibre. We have wood, fibre, no coal. Okay, so when we get a charcoal oven, I think it's called charcoal oven, we can make coal. In the meantime, however, coal occasionally I think drops from various rocks. I think we've had it before. Not that this is an amazing use of the energy. We can get it from the mine. It's 1 PM. I didn't want to go to the mine today, but I did want that scarecrow. I don't want to lose any more crops. And using this stuff on the farm is... Oh, wait, coal. Ha! No mining today for me. Which may be a bad thing. So we wanted wood and fibre, and then we should be able to make a scarecrow. Yes, now scarecrows have a radius of 8 outside the area that you put them in. So in this case, I can put it here, and it would cover all of this quite comfortably. Later, we'd probably want to move this because this is going to cover like all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to the edge, all in a radius 8 in every direction, and then a sort of circle-ish around the outside. So it certainly should stop any of those crows from getting to us today. In fact, I could even put it over 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 9, 10, 11. It's still going to interrupt me watering some... no, actually, I can put it here. Yeah, that should still cover. It's like 7 there, 8, and I think it will still cover out to there comfortably, hopefully. And it just means when I get the upgrade, I can walk along here and water that way, then water this way, and etc., up and down, 3 at a time. We should cut down on the time quite a bit. So that's a scarecrow, and we can put the rest away. I don't have enough of the other stuff to worry about it. It's 3:40 PM, and it's probably time for me to go fishing again, which means time to cut. Or in fact not to cut, because there's some other things to talk about while I'm doing that. One of them is now the community centre is available, the rewards are now available. So if you go into inventory, I can't see those yet, because I've got to get the thing translated. So I can't use the community centre yet. Okay, fair enough, never mind. I can, however, talk about what to pick up. When the community centre becomes available, the day after, you're probably going to be able to use it, if I remember rightly. And to do that, you're going to need to forage some stuff. Or at least to get some of the rewards, you're going to need to forage stuff. Is that a fishing guy? And he's just fishing just randomly. Yeah, he just maybe doesn't like the beach today. So some of the things you're going to need are the spring forageable vegetables. So that's like the wild horseradish. That is the daffodil, I think. The leek and something else. Once we open it up, we'll be able to see more. Maybe the spring onion. We've got some of these today. The sea urchins, if I remember rightly, these are actually well worth selling. They're a lot of money. And the coral, particularly the silver one, is very useful. So I'm not going to worry too much about foraging. I've got those to sell. And it's probably, at least we can go and check out the other way back before the end of the day. Oh, in fact, there's another fishing spot. Yeah, I may as well show you that. Throw a couple of casts. Up here near the mine. The ocean is one spot, obviously, you've seen before. Say hi to Robin, I think. Yeah, and I can't remember the name. Demetrius, he's the scientist. Yep, so spring onion, which I want one of. Oh, is that leek? That's a leek. I wanted one of those as well. Yeah, she's just ignoring me. So over here, there is a spot where you can cast, and it's away from all the walking paths, so you should be able to get, fairly decent rewards. Assuming I can actually play the minigame, we'll see. Unless it gives me something useless, like, well, not useless, but either useless, like seaweed or something. Could be worse, could be rotten newspaper. Or in fact, nothing. Come on. Yeah, green algae. Yeah, there we go. That's another thing to just Nothing quite like the taste of green algae in the evening. That amazing slimy texture just goes right down the throat. Come on. Yep, so sometimes you don't get the exclamation mark above your head, you just get the thing, and here is a fairly good example. There is a treasure at the top. I'm not going to get it this time, but you would have to hover over both of them for an extended period of time to get the treasure and the fish. Sometimes it works out, sometimes not so much. And I don't have any inventory space, so this might not be a good idea. But I got 2 of those, so there's nothing I can drop. I'm going to have to drop the leek. I can drop it on the ground, I think. Oh, it fell in the water. Never mind. So, I've got a couple of fish. They will do. They, again, are more items. Basically, the community centre, as I was saying, you want to collect a bunch of stuff. Let's just go up here. And it's largely for collecting things, so sets of things. So they can be vegetables, they can be fish, they can be crab pot results and all kinds of other stuff. And I can't pick that up, but that's one of the things you want to forage. I can actually come back for that in a minute. Shouldn't be much of an issue. This is a quick way to the mine, remember I told you about in the earlier episodes. Still not completely tidied up here yet, but we've got to start going. And our scarecrow is scarecrowing. And we're going to sell all of those and then just go back for that wild horseradish. Unfortunately, I lost the leek. Yeah, I should have eaten it. That would have been that would have been better, but I wanted to keep it. So yeah, leek, wild horseradish. I'm gonna guess daffodil and spring onion. I can never remember. But we will see tomorrow. Let's just get down here. It's 10:20 and I'm half full of energy, so I should just finish that off with some more chopping of trees. Down here maybe. And then I probably should talk about what we can do tomorrow. We're going to get the community centre opened up. And then there is probably a good case. It's probably going to be their first harvest tomorrow. And we've got to prepare to get lots of gold for the egg festival, which is on the 13th. Because you will then use that to buy strawberries, that's the only event they're available. And you can then use them the year following. You don't have to use them just the year following, you could use them this year, but because of the way they work, it's more efficient to use them the year following and just keep on continuing with these. And I can't get all of that stuff because it's outside the fence. Never mind. And it's 11:40 and I've nearly used up all my energy. That will do. I'll leave this stump there for tomorrow. And let's just dump everything off and see how much we get for today. Have I petted the dog? Yes, it appears I have, and the weather tomorrow is... yeah. Sunny days. So we got 340 gold, 168 for fishing, 500 gold. So the sea urchin is 160 gold each, which is why it's worth picking them up. Even the silver coral is only 100 gold each, so definitely worth picking them up. And you'll see there's just a bit of a premium for silver on the fish. And that's the end of this episode. Hopefully we'll see you next episode for the 7th of spring. There's my 500 gold. And yeah, we'll see you next episode. Feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.